The best things in life come in pairs. Stockton and Malone, chocolate and peanut butter, nunchucks and shredding, the Buckethead Disciple and Natternet, a can of Cheese Whiz and a strong index finger, and most pertinently of all, AJ Good and Drown Boy. Drown Boy Cosplay Productions is renowned for its collection of the best masks and other music entertainment memorabilia. Today I have the honor of presenting one of the coolest Buckethead unboxings that our good friend Douglas Little has to offer. Seriously guys, this is going to be a juicy unboxing. So let's cut to the chase. Douglas, I turn the time to you.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Douglas here at Drown Boy Cosplay, and today we're going to be bringing you another Buckethead unboxing. I know it hasn't been long since my last one, but I have a few more Buckethead rarities and oddballs coming in, so I figured I would do another small video showing off some of those. No time to waste, so let's get right into the package. This is a rare piece that I've had the opportunity to own a couple of times and passed up on, and now with some people buying most of them that enter the market, I had to search high and low to find one of these, and I got really lucky and found a gentleman who was willing to trade me one for a pretty fair price. Overall, it came down to the fact that I wanted the thing, he had the thing, and we did the trade. So, everything was packaged very, very well. I took some bubble wrap off the top, but we've got bubble wrap on both sides, cardboard on both sides. The thing itself is wrapped in plastic. Just, you can't ask for shipping better than that. I did pay shipping on this, so it's very nice that he took the care to properly package it up. So if you guys couldn't tell by what you were seeing, what we have here is a KFC bucket. We have the lid here, mint condition, as you can see. Good old, very, very nice. I hope this is a good sign as to the condition of the bucket. As far as I know, this thing is pretty mint, and wow, it is even smaller than I thought it was going to be. I was a little bit surprised when I actually saw the box outside as to how small it was. Okay, quick moment to teach you guys a little something. If you ever go to ship these KFC buckets at all, doesn't matter if it's a rare one, a common one, any of you bots, if you're shipping KFC buckets to other people, be sure to pack the inside of the bucket. I would also recommend wrapping it in plastic just so any dyes or anything possible, if it were to get wet, the bucket is protected. This guy did a great job, wrapped it in plastic, sealed it at the top, and stuffed it full of paper. Always be sure to do that, because a lot of people think it's enough just to put bubble wrap in here, but if it gets crushed or any kind of pressure's put on it, the bucket's going to be the first thing to bend, as it has the most give and it's hollow on the inside. It'll be more inclined to fold in on itself, get creases, cause issues. So he did a wonderful job with this. If you're watching this, thank you very, very much. So what we have is the 1997 KFC bucket. Yep, has the copyright date on it. Colonel Sanders on both sides. This is whenever they updated to a more stylized look. They used these for a little while. These buckets are much smaller. As you can tell, I'll compare that to an original 1990s KFC bucket. Much, much smaller. Absolutely tiny compared to it. We call this the Japan bucket because Buckethead used one of these when he went to Japan. There is a show, I think he's worn one of these a couple of times, but there's a show in specific that the entirety of it exists on YouTube. It's a really crazy show where he's super hype. You can tell he's wearing this. His Herbie looks really weird, and he's all shaking him around, doing crazy stuff, sprinkling foam from the inside of it out on himself. Absolutely wild. This is one of the harder buckets to come by. I would say the hardest to obtain buckets are the Christmas promotional buckets, the 97 and the original 90s buckets. So super excited to have one of these, and I'll put some footage in of Bucket using this thing. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next part. Hey guys, it's Douglas here, back with another package for this massive Buckethead unboxing, and this actually came in a bag, which I am very unhappy about. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and rip this thing open. I don't know if I would classify this as a rare piece or not. You can still find them online, readily available. However, they still charge what they always used to charge. You would think with something older like this, the value would go down over time, or the price would go down over time. No such luck. These things are still kind of pricey, so I put off getting one until now. But here we have a 1974 Leatherface. This is, of course, the killing mask from the original. Buckethead used one of these for quite some time. He's seen fooling around in the studio with it, dancing. He's worn it, I believe, on stage some. The behind the scenes for the We Are One music video, he's fucking around and wearing this thing, doing some karate moves. And, of course, who can forget, in the Mines Under Construction music video, his father is actually in the video wearing one of these, and I believe the hair's taken off. It is just glued on, so I may in the future try and get another one of these and rip the hair off, but this one will be staying stock because he used it stock. Something that's strange is it's tagged with the remake Texas Chainsaw Massacre tag, but of course it is an original. A very weird mask. Out of the 2 Leatherface masks that Buckethead mainly used, he's technically used 3. One we have not been able to 100% correctly identify, and it's from the Corn Bugs videos. But the 2 that we do know of is the Don Post Leatherface, which is the one he's used the most. It's his favorite. It's been on a lot of different album artwork, and he's just used it all the time. And then there's this one, which he has used a good bit here and there, but not an absolute ton. Just a weird oddball piece for the collection. I had to get one. It's pretty cool in what it was used for, so I would say this is one of the cooler masks out of the oddballs that you could get. Hey guys, we're back with more unboxings. We have a couple more packages for this unboxing to go, and then after that we'll be done. So, next up is this package coming to us from China. I actually ordered this almost 2-3 months ago, and it's just now getting here. It was ridiculously cheap, so I could see why, but let's get right into it. So here we have a couple packages of nunchucks. If you guys don't know, I'm sure you do, Buckethead uses nunchucks on stage. We don't know for sure, but we're pretty damn confident that he did not use real nunchucks and he actually used some of these foam practice nunchucks. They're a lot easier to swing around. You can freestyle and pretty much do whatever you want. There's no risk of anybody getting harmed, or if he were to accidentally let go of them while swinging them around on stage, there's a lot less chance of them flying off and hitting someone on the head and causing some brain damage. I bought 2 packages of these because Big B himself used 2 of them. Here you go. They do have the chain in the middle, and everything on them seems to be pretty accurate to his. These were only like $3 or $4 a pair, and again, bought them from China, and it took forever to get here, but these weren't necessarily like a big piece that I was just dying to have. So, being that it wasn't that important, I was not worried about how long it would take. But I figured just another really awesome piece, and it is pretty prominent up there with Herbie. It's one of the biggest props that Buckethead's used. He's always used these. Next package comes to us from my good friend Rob Lewis. If you guys don't know who Rob Lewis is, Rob Lewis is an amazing artist who has made some of the best Slipknot and other replicas in the game. Very, very great sculptor. And over the years, he's just become a good friend of mine. And we talk, you know, just whenever we get the chance. And recently I saw that he had a 83 Caesar, a real one, and I hit him up about it. And we worked out a trade. And here we go. So, taking off some paper at the top here. Looks pretty good. Nice and new. Ooh, taking it out, it did get a little bit bent. I think it was already bent before he sent it, but it's not that big of a deal. It's just a little bit of warping on one side here. And other than that, we've got a pretty much nice, new 83 Caesar. So, everything on this is original. I do not intend to wear this. I do not intend to convert it. I'm just going to have it in my collection as an unconverted 83. I would like to get one that's ideally close to near mint. This one is a little bit bent, like I said, and it's got a little scuff on the forehead. I could probably just clean that off by wiping it off. I think that happened during shipping. But someday I would like to try and get Buckethead to sign this for me. If you guys don't know, there's a very, very cool example of a signed 83. He signed it for someone, and it says "Stay Disembodied" on the forehead. I think that's absolutely fucking awesome. That's got to be one of the coolest Buckethead pieces I've ever seen out there. So the ideal holy grail for my collection wouldn't necessarily be a stage-used mask or bucket, but more so, I would like to have a signed item from Buckethead that he personally signs for me. So I would like to get him to sign one of these and maybe get him to sign a 90s bucket, shadow box them together, and I just think that would be awesome. However, whenever I go to the show, I plan to just bring this with me, and I mean, we'll see. Hopefully he will sign it, but maybe not. I think this goes without saying, but these are the exact same masks that Big B actually used. These are the same ones Joey Jordison also used. I don't know how he has continued over the years to keep these. I guess just fans giving them to him ever so often. It always makes me wonder, do you think he actually uses any recasts, or does he only use originals? Does he even know that recasts exist? It's kind of something I've pondered off and on, because I know that he keeps these, and he always, cuts the mouth up on them, or they get really fucked up and broken, stuff like that. So I'm very, very curious about the whole situation. There you guys have it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Well, there you go, guys. Just want to give a quick shout out to the Buckethead Disciple, one of the best Buckethead YouTubers, right up there with Natternet. Those two, like it said in the intro, go hand in hand. Natternet is more of the history of Buckethead, and the Buckethead Disciple is statistics, hard facts, breakdowns. Just both channels absolutely amazing. If you love one, you probably love the other. Can't recommend it enough. And the Buckethead Disciple actually popped up just very recently here, and his channel has really been popping. So congratulations on that, dude. And you guys should absolutely go check out his channel. Again, name's on screen. Love you. Thank you.
This is so gone.
You don't have it? Okay, well then we need to